What's going on, everybody? This is the Ceremonial Witch. Sorry, I'm trying to get the levels to work here better, but they're pretty low. I might have to actually hook up my mic to it. But anyways, whoa, there's my spices. Here's my plants I told you guys about. Go on TV. Oh, the sun's pretty bright. Anyways, hey, what's going on? So I'm going to be going live soon, making my episode. I was supposed to make one yesterday. Wasn't able to. I caught the strep throat. The swollen glands actually went down pretty fast. Not that I'm a big proponent for using any kind of penicillin or any antibiotics, because I know they break down all the bacteria in your body, including the good bacteria. But if you use responsibly in accordance with your magic and your mind, you should be all right. Don't ever think the medical community is completely corrupt. Even though there could be some very bad things that are done, there could also be some very good things that are also done. So, that being said, I'm going to be going live soon. Oh, I had this cool sparkle in my eye. I'm going to be going live soon, and the episode I'm going to be making today is going to be Jordan Peterson versus Gregg Braden. And I don't want anyone to assume that I'm trying to tear down either one of these men, because I like both these men's opinions. Their live performances, or their live lectures, their live learning lectures, I guess. I like all their stuff that they made, and I don't think either one of them are wrong. But Jordan Peterson is often put on the right, even though he says he's not. Gregg Braden would be probably put on the left, although I think both of them I don't think are actually right or left, but people might think one is right or left. So I am going to believe that it's Wednesday, Mercury Day, Thoth Day, Hermes Day, the day of intelligence. Mercury is also is viewed, depending on where you look, it could be a key to your subconscious mind. The messenger of the gods speaks to the gods, so you can consciously speak to Mercury and get your message across to the gods. So people think he's the conscious part of your mind, and some say he's subconscious, and I say he's both. I think it depends on you and where he is in your placement. So just say Mercury is the conscious mind or just a subconscious mind. It depends. If your Mercury is in a subconscious sign, in a water sign, then you're going to have Mercury in your subconscious mind. I have Mercury in my first house with Taurus, but he's in Pisces, which is a very subconscious sign. And in Gemini, which would be, Mercury sign, I have the moon. Therefore, I've got the moon in, if you think Gemini is the conscious part of your mind, which I don't think so. It's an air sign, though, but I would have my subconscious and my conscious mind, and then I would have Mercury, who's part of your conscious mind, in my subconscious mind. So it all depends on who you look and who you trust and who you believe in. But anyways, being that today is probably the best day for me, the day I mostly make my episodes on, I mostly make on Wednesdays because I have more stuff that come into me. So I'm going to try to not channel, as in I'm going to be in a seance and say, okay, now the spirit of Mercury is upon me, and I have tapped into the essence of Gregg Braden or the essence of Jordan Peterson. No, but I'm going to take their stuff. I'm going to play some of their videos on here, because I recently listened to a Gregg Braden thing. It was around 2012, talking about how competition is not good for the world. But I played Jordan Peterson and videos of him talking about how competition is good for the world. So for this, I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to make this episode actually the one about that 8,366 or 67 people it takes to change the world. I'm going to talk about how I think Gregg Braden had accomplished that before 2012, and those like him putting out his message, and how that was needed then, and how now people like Jordan Peterson are needed to bring it back to balance, because the world could be too much on the left side, and why we're getting so much right side shit happening, so much Christian shit in the States maybe being perpetuated and told is needed. And as Birch likes to say, they keep saying that this United States was founded on Christian doctrine, and it's not the case. And he's right, it's not the case. So any politician saying that is completely wrong. Whoa, the mirror screwed me up there. I put my hair on the wrong side. But anyways, I also wanted to state that on my last episode that I made, I said I was going to put PDFs, and I hadn't. Well, last night, before I slept to help my... I had to sleep. Well, obviously I had to sleep because I'm on nights this week, overnights, 11 to 7, and I hadn't gotten that sleep in a couple of days because I spend time with my family. When my family's here during the day, I find it very hard to sleep and not play with my children and my wife and stuff like that. So the night shift is very hard for me. And this probably led to me not being able to get rid of my strep throat on my own, because I can do all magic in the world, but if I don't sleep and let my subconscious take over and heal my body and this and that, then it's not going to be worth a damn. Because to put something into your subconscious mind, that subconscious mind needs to be able to work on it. So if you're always consciously awake, and let's say you meditate twice in that day for even an hour each. Well, that's only 2 hours that your subconscious mind was present. And if you get an 8 hours sleep, 6 hours, 4 hours sleep, doesn't matter. That's still 4 hours of just your subconscious. So it's more likely for your things to come to pass if you sleep a regular day or even more, because your subconscious mind is at the surface and can work on set instructions that you put into your mind. And I was feeling myself becoming down and not ill, but I felt the presence of a virus. I didn't know exactly if it was a virus, but I felt the presence of something coming in and changing how I felt, making me not feel myself. And I did magics, but then I wasn't sleeping because my family. So it brought me down, and now I'm happy to say that I'm back up and I just got a full night's sleep. So I'm ready to fucking go back to work, and I don't just mean at my job. I mean this fucking podcast. So it's gonna be on. I'm not good with times. Very hard for me to stick to a time limit. Can ask anybody else who I work with. I'm almost always running late, but it's 11:23 right now. I'm going to be bringing my baby to the daycare soon because she has to go there part-time this week because we're only paying for part-time hours. We're paying for it regardless. And yesterday I kept her home. I didn't even bring her there. So it's been 2 days she hasn't been there. And we're paying for those days anyway. So I got to at least let her go there, play with her friends, play with the dog, play with the kitty cat she likes to play with. But so I would say this is going to probably be live around 3 or 4 p.m. before my wife gets home. It'll be on. And I gotta go bring her lunch too. So, but anyways, yeah, so I put books on the podcast. The Solomon Magic by Pope Carol Runyon. He said in that video I played, which you only heard the audio of it, but he said that was the handbook, the book that goes along well with that documentary. So I put that on there. I put another book by him by The Secrets. It's called The Secrets of the Golden Dawn something. And then I also put an astral projection thing on there, not by him, but by members of the Golden Dawn, which I think he was one at one time, or I was in cahoots with them and shit like that. And he talks about Aleister Crowley a lot and shit like that. So anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I hope you enjoy the episode when I do put it on. And yeah, so when I say Gregg Braden versus Jordan Peterson, I'm not tearing anybody's down. And then let's say I end up agreeing with one of their opinions more than the other one. Doesn't mean the other one is not essential. The point of this is going to be to teach, to show, as above, so below, like witchcraft is taking a multitude of spiritualities, religions, and using them in your own personalized brand of spirituality. Well, that's what this is. You're taking the views of other gurus and incorporating them. And to say, well, no, I believe in Jordan Peterson, so I can't believe in Gregg Braden. Or I believe in Gregg Braden says I can't believe in Jordan Peterson is the total opposite of what I try to teach. So don't expect it to be like that. In the odd case that I do come out believing one more than the other, doesn't mean I'm going to listen or watch the other one any less. I would love to see an interview with both these men on there, and not necessarily a debate or an argument against each other, just for them to, talk it out, their opinions, and I think it would be a very entertaining television. But anyways, yeah, so hope you enjoy, and as I always say, have a great fucking day.